Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 2 of Salt and Pepper Entertainment's audible play, War of the Worlds 2, The Historic Invasion of Kaslo. In episode 1, we left the story's heroine and her unforgettable companion-in-arms, the old man, climbing the stairs to the parking lot above the Halfway River Hot Springs recreational site pools far below.
Close behind them, a fantastic metallic machine with a green globular body inside it was commanding 7 more green globs to follow it in formation. It was a fantastically frightful sight. Their purpose was unknown, but there was no doubt they had one as they marched slowly and surely toward our friends.
Just a few more steps. Stay with me, old man. Okay, we're here. Oh my God, look at all these motorcycles. I've never seen so many in one spot.
That proves you've never been to Kaslo.
1, 2, 3, 6, and that one? Let's see, that's 14. Did you see any bikers down at the hot springs?
As a matter of fact, yes. They were all wearing black leather vests with an insane amount of metallic studs sewn into them.
I have a feeling they're not wearing those vests anymore. I wonder if... Oh, never mind. Look, in the trees above the stairs. A blue reflection. It's from those strange rays. They'll be here in seconds. We need to stay in the car, out of sight, until they move on. Climb in.
Lady, I don't know what the hell good that will do. Sitting in your car will surely be seen and become their lunch.
It's a 97 Corvette. Its body panels are made entirely of SMC, sheet molding compound. In other words, mostly plastic.
You sound like the dude from Meadow Creek. Are you a scientist too?
Didn't you see the glob move right past my bag with the phone inside? It's a nylon bag.
Yes, you're right. And it didn't bother about the knife and water bottle inside my vinyl pack.
The glob is only consuming metals and doesn't detect metal behind plastics. We'll be safe in my car.
Whoa! Turn it off! They'll hear us!
I don't think they will. That was another thing I noticed. They don't have ears. I want the engine running so we can race out of here if we need to.
Okay, you win. You know, I kind of like it. Ooh, that vibration.
Will you please put some clothes on?
Oh, right, sorry. Turn your head.
Sage was happy to obey him and turned to stare at the trailhead's opening at the top of the stairs from the pool. The old man donned his shorts and gaudy shirt in record time. The shoes would wait.
Wait! What about the vibration? Can they feel the vibration?
I guess we'll find out soon.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better. Smoke from the tailpipe.
There are 4 pipes and 2 catalytic converters. No smoke, maybe a little hot water from condensing steam.
These things seem to like hot water.
Are you for real? Stop grumbling and just get out of sight. And don't move. Now!
The old man, put in his place, slouched forward, turned silent, and adjourned to his thoughts.
She seems to know what she's doing. Maybe I should stop complaining and tone down my sarcasm. What? No, I can't do that. I'm me. And it's so easy to agitate her.
How am I going to get through this with this fool beside me? It's got to be his age. It's too bad I need him to help explain all this when we get home. And I can't just leave him to these creatures. He couldn't find his way out of a wet paper bag. I'll give him credit, though. Not a bad body for an old man.
I wonder what she's thinking. Hey, what makes her the head cheese anyway? I feel like I'm in the army. No, the army wouldn't be as hard to take. But I need to help her with these creatures. She probably couldn't fight her way out of a wet paper bag. I'd like to see her getting into one, though. Say, it's pretty quiet out there. Did she really see the blue in the trees?
As if answering him, a glare of blue light began to carom off the windshield of the Corvette above the old man's head. It lured him to bring his nose above the dashboard to see what was going on.
Look there! At the edge of the parking lot, the lead machine has finished climbing the stairs. It's continuing after us. And his wingmen are right alongside. Gosh, I love the snowbirds. What am I saying, old man? You've got to get control. Holy Toledo, she's got me saying it. Norm, your name is Norm, not old man. And you wouldn't have to be beside this overbearing young woman forever, so calm down. Calm down, Norm. Wait, it has walked up to that Harley right near the path, and holy hogs, Batman,
Stooping while the others remain in perfect formation, the leader consumed the motorcycle, slowly and surely, making a slight slurping sound as it did. Then, using the Blu-ray to orchestrate every move of its squadron, one at a time the 7 subordinates were lowered to the ground where 4 more Harley-Davidsons, 2 Honda Goldwings, and a Volkswagen bus with the slogan "Puff, Puff, Pass" painted on its side panels were consumed. Only the metallic parts disappeared, while leather, vinyl, cloth, glass, and rubber spewed to the ground like bark being thrown out of the discharge chute of a wood chipper.
The Blu-rays flickered and jumped silently as the 7 dwarf sidekicks drew tripod legs to match their masters. Each of the gelatinous globs slowly transformed into stiffer, larger bodies and built a platform to set themselves upon. Curiously, the one that consumed the bus seemed to sway and spin a little, as if it was dancing. Then, to finish their incredible transformation,
freaking Frankenstein. They are building the same bullet-shaped armor that the leader has, and there's the same 2 slits in the upper half for their eyes to peer through, and oh, shit!
Norm urgently dropped down again, bouncing his nose off the dash on his way. Beyond, and whatever for, the creatures began creating the horizontal arrow slit below their eyes.
Did you see that?
Old man, my head is lower than my knees and I'm staring at the accelerator pedal. See what exactly?
Oh, never mind.
Were you looking out of the car? You stupid fool, you'll get us killed. Try doing what I tell you to do.
No point in getting upset with me. Anger isn't going to help our situation.
A situation you are not helping us get out of. I'm sorry, I'm a little tense under these circumstances.
That surprises me. You being tense, I mean. Irritable? Yes. Tense? No.
Oh, I know. I normally stay cool, calm, and collected. The only other time I've been this way is when my fiancé asked me to marry him.
What worried you then?
Well, he's adorable and I'm head over heels in love with him, but he's not adventurous. He's strong-minded and courageous when he needs to be, in any way he needs to be. But, well, he's just not adventurous. What I mean is that he isn't a risk-taker. I am.
I have a feeling you'll be providing enough risk and adventure for the 2 of you, and he'll eat it up.
Old man, you're wiser than I've given you credit for. I'm sorry.
Stop calling me old man, okay? My name is Norm.
Deal, Norm. My name's Sage. Thank you for being here.
Then came the most remarkable event you might ever expect from a machine. Each one slipped neatly onto the seat of one of the 8 remaining bikes, tucked their metal legs in, and transmitted their Blu-ray, now emanating from the obelisk antenna they had fabricated at the top of their armor, to the ignition switch, flooding it inside with electrified light. The bike's engines roared with anticipation.
The machines turned the bikes around. Then they raced out of the parking lot and down the road, dust rising higher than the tall trees' tops.
Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing?
Unless that's my heart beating, I'm pretty sure several motorcycles just started up.
Sage and Norm remained in disbelief, but didn't dare look up to witness the amazing event until the sounds were silent and they could be sure the parking lot was empty.
No way that one was a Harley.
If I survive this, I don't think anyone is going to believe me.
Oh, I will. I don't want to, but I'll believe you.
Strap yourself in.
Sage raced after the amazing machines with the creepy bodies inside. At the highway, she could see a single motorcycle in the distance to the south and assumed they were all headed for Nakasp. She needed to warn the Nakaspian, and she still hadn't called her boyfriend. The Ione rest area was just ahead.
I'll pull over here. The lost time won't hurt. I've got the vet. I can catch up to them. Why, I could pass them if I dared to. I wonder, would I do that?
I know what you're thinking, and I'm against it. Why are we pulling over? Are we going to check out the falls? They're pretty beautiful at this time of year.
When did they let you out? I'm calling my fiancé. Be quiet.
Hi, sweetheart. Is that you?
Basil, honey, don't talk. Just listen.
Yep, that's you.
Look, there are 8 monstrous machines on motorcycles heading towards Nakasp right now. You have to warn the mayor.
Ah, what a card, sweetheart. Did you find some mushrooms at the hot springs?
Honey, I'm dead serious. Actually, yes, I'm serious, but I'm not dead. Not yet, and I don't know why. Here, this guy will tell you.
Sir, she is right. There are 8 of them, and they ate a backpack, a water bottle, and motorcycles.
Hey, you, give the phone back to my girl. What are you doing with that man?
Oh, stop it. He's old, fat, and ugly.
I'm not old.
And he's wearing a very ugly shirt.
Why is he with you?
And his nose is bleeding.
She hit me.
I did not, but I've been tempted many times. He was with us when the first glob came out of the pool and transformed itself into a machine. You've got to get in touch with all the Valley mayors.
Well, I won't do that, but you sound serious enough, so I'll pass along your ridiculous suggestion to the Kaslo mayor. So, when will you be getting here? You are supposed
I've got
to be
the
here.
vet. I'll be there in less than an hour.
Let me out then.
No, you don't. You're staying put. I need proof.
In a few short minutes they were approaching the cusp, just in time to see the devastation the machines were bringing on and leaving behind. Sage stopped hard at the bridge over Kootenays Creek. The machines were just ahead and had grown in size, not too much, but enough to be so imposing that she thought to stay a good distance from them. And they had taken on another characteristic, the ability to annihilate. From the safety of the Corvette, Sage and Norm saw one of the machines absorb the canopy over the pump island at the Esso gas station.
Incredible. Its legs just grew 2 feet. Look, it's now as tall as the price sign.
$169.9. That's a good price. You should top up.
You're unbelievable. Can you get serious, or are you too stupid?
They continued to watch, astounded, as the machine absorbed an entire gas pump.
Now that's getting filled up in a hurry.
God, I know I can handle the machine creatures, but I need more strength to bear this man's company.
Do you think they use gas for energy like we do?
Norm's question was answered immediately as the machine suddenly discharged a bright green beam, passing it from pump to pump, then the building itself, and then onto a couple scrambling to get back into their car. Everything the ray touched disintegrated into nothing. Absolute nothing.
I wish I hadn't said that, or seen that.
Now the creature was headed toward another vehicle with a family in it. Was it the atrocity she had just witnessed, or maybe the frustration of not being able to escape Norm's unending pitiful jokes? Perhaps it was just woman's intuition, or, more likely than all three, it was another extreme adventure calling out to her. Whatever it was, something brought Sage to shove the accelerator pedal to the floor and head straight toward the gas station lot and the tall machine.
Skillfully she drifted sideways as she entered the lot, swiping the trailing leg of the merciless creature. It fell backward while Sage straightened the Corvette and continued accelerating through the lot onto the Nakusp bypass.
I did it!
I feel sick. I need to vomit.
Not in my car, you don't.
Pull over then.
Little chance of that. Look on your right.
As Sage sped past the Petro Pass truck stop, she saw 3 more machines consuming gas pumps. Then, newly empowered with the ability to use the green ray, the trio of monstrous mechanical marauders in perfect synchronization, as if in celebration of feeling complete, disintegrated 3 parked B trains.
Holy ethanol. If that was target practice, they'd become awfully good, awfully quick.
The knots in Norm's stomach tightened even more as he started to gag.
Oh, don't worry, there's nothing in my stomach to upchuck anyhow.
All was not good. In the rearview mirror, Sage saw the monster machine refabricate its broken leg and begin to move toward her, joined by the 3 they had just passed. Sage knew their legs were no match for the Corvette.
I wonder how far ahead is far enough to escape the range of those rays. So far, so good.
As the vet jetted toward New Denver, they could see smoke and dust rising from downtown Nakusp.
I guess Basil couldn't reach Nakusp in time. At least New Denver knows by now, doesn't it? Surely.
Approaching New Denver, Norm's behavior, so aloof normally, became meaningful and passionate. He wasn't counting on help from Kaslo. Sage had stored the vet's target top in the trunk, and Norm stood through the roof, shouting into the streets.
Grab your children and go hide in the trees. Monsters are coming from the cusp on motorcycles.
A pedestrian shouted back, "What's new about that?" A group of girls began to giggle. In spite of his best efforts to be earnest, Norm was not believed. His courage and heartfelt effort made no sense to anyone except himself and Sage. Still, he kept crying out the danger until his throat was dry. Then he dropped into his seat, exhausted.
And just in time, because moments later, no one had ever turned that corner of the flashing light in New Denver the way Sage did. Corners, switchbacks, and curves along the highway to Kaslo were tamed. Norm could only hang on, still wanting the nothing in his stomach to leave it. Instead, he just perspired and turned white.
In what seemed like a minute, the Corvette was in the pass, approaching the Fish Lake rest area.
Why are we stopping? I need to take a pee.
Folks, take a little time to digest what you've heard so far. Come back to learn how quickly the machines are advancing and whether our friends manage to stay ahead of them into Kaslo. Good night, and sleep tight.